What's up? What is up, everybody? It's 12:01 Friday, 12:02 now. It just hit 12:02, November 22nd. And guys, I got a little. We're gonna be talking about one thing in particular today, um, because yeah. So today, for the first time ever, I played. Well, I didn't. I've been playing it for a little bit, but I beat Nier Automata finally. I ordered this copy off of eBay not too long ago, and I've been kind of playing it on and on. It's okay. I think it's a tad bit too easy because these are like my thoughts, by the way, of initially, because apparently I'm not done yet. I just got one ending, so I have to play the game like four more times to really get the ending. But yeah, I kind of wanted to play this game because I can't remember back when it went, maybe like 2019 or something. One of my friends, he didn't give it to me. He let me borrow this game, and I played like an hour of it, and I was like, it's okay. I wasn't getting the appeal. But then recently, I kind of had the itch to play it, and also I kept seeing YouTube videos on my feed that was like, oh, this game's a masterpiece, Nier Automata a masterpiece. So I went on eBay and I ordered it. As you can see, I got the day one edition. So like, I'm a bigger fan than all of you guys of this game because I bought it day one. Um, yeah, pretty cool. It still has the DLC code and stuff, which doesn't work. Uh, I didn't check, but I'm just assuming that it doesn't work. And even if it does work and they didn't use it, it will not work because oh wait, actually, it expires 2027, so it might work actually. Um, but I think the DLC for this game, which I bought because it was like $8. It does come with the day one stuff. I think, I don't know. Um, but yeah, no, the game was it was all right. The combat and stuff I wasn't too crazy about. And the story so far, it was like a little interesting, but it wasn't that crazy. So my first playthrough, I plan on playing it many times because the replayability, especially like I was looking through the things, and it literally has an ending for each letter of the alphabet. So the first ending is ending A, um, and then it goes through Z, right? And then but the ending, the final kind of main storyline ending, which is ending E, it is titled End of Yora, which is really interesting. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna have to play it more to really get it. um, yeah, and it was so funny because I was like, man, I wonder where this game ends, because I was like expecting like a 40 hour long playthrough of this game, like something like that, right? Because a lot of these videos were titled like masterpiece, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's got to be a fairly long game, right? But I mean, it is, but it isn't, right? um but yeah, it was funny. I was doing the final like boss fight with Eve, and it was like it was like I beat Eve, and I was like, oh, it'd be funny if it did, if it started rolling credits. That would be funny. And then it faded to black, showed Near Automata like title card, and started rolling the credits, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So that was really that was really funny. I was like, that's kind of short because I beat it in like 9 hours, and like I said, I was expecting a very longer, much longer experience. Um, but yeah, my initial thoughts, I would say I'd give it maybe like a 6 or a 7 so far. The story was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just like, oh, the robots are uprising, and these androids um, have to protect the humans and stop them. You know, um, but yeah, my friend, I messaged him after I beat it, and he was like, oh yeah, like, yeah, you have to play it more times to get like the main true ending. I was like, okay. He was like, you're not done yet. And I was like, okay. And he was like, oh yeah, it's really good. It's really it's because it's like his favorite game. So yeah. So I think I have to, yeah, I have, I think 3 or 4 more playthroughs to go through with this game. Um, but yeah, before this game, I was playing Skyward Sword, HD, and I did not, I haven't yet. I didn't go into the temple. I got the harp and stuff like that. I didn't go into the temple yet to get like the first flame or whatever. But then after I kind of got to that point, I was like, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna stop playing, and I'm gonna just chill. And so I was like, I'm gonna switch to something else. Um, and I had it right here, and I was like, pop it in, let's play it. So technically, this is a game that is no longer on my backlog, but technically it still is because I have to play it 4 more times to get the true crazy good ending, I guess. So, um, yeah, but I don't know. It'll probably be a while before I pick it up. I think next for me probably is going to be God of War. Um, yeah, God of War. It's pretty good so far. I hate the thing that I'm seeing with the original God of War creator. He's like, I don't like the new God of War because Kratos he's supposed to be a badass like warrior guy, and I don't like character development. It's like it is a very logical step for Kratos' character evolution from like because the first 3 God of War games, while they're really cool, really badass, super fun beat 'em ups, really good games, um, it gets stale, right? Like so this is the next like you can't have Kratos be an angry guy the whole time he's like a character. That's just stupid. Um so yeah, that's why God of War, the new one, is so good is cuz he's like a character now. Like there's so much depth to him rather than just being an angry guy, you know. Which I think I'm sorry God of War creator, you're wrong. um but back to Nier Automata, getting sidetracked. Um, yeah, the combat was okay. It was more like a boop 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 boop. Like I said, it was kind of easy because there were some enemies where I was like, I can't really get in without getting damaged too much. So I'm just going to take out my little turret bot and just hold the and just go shoot you until you're dead, right? Um, that's what I'm gonna do. Um, so I did that a lot. Um, and yeah, I think the hardest time I probably had with the game was the Eve fight. I did die a couple times on that. Had to restart, but other than that, it was pretty easy for the most part. Yeah, I think the character designs are pretty cool, especially like 2B. Right, she's very iconic in the gaming sphere. I feel like she's everywhere. Um, speaking of everywhere, like she's a Nier Automata has been announced for a DLC for Stellar Blade, which I remember seeing the trailer for Stellar Blade, and I was like, that kind of reminds me of Nier Automata, just like the movement, right? Um, yeah. I will say the open world aspect of it is kind of boring. Um, the side quests are a little neat, but not too, like they're not crazy, right? Some of them are cool. I think there's a good chunk of that I remember doing of side quests of this game where it was like character escort back to certain locations. Like it's fine, right? Um, but yeah, I like I said, I think the more playthroughs I get under my belt, like I said, the next 4, because I think the next playthrough you play as 9S, so I think the more I get through the game and like I guess multiple playthroughs is when the story will really come out. Because it's like I think even after I finished the game, I was like, be sure to play it multiple times to get the true Nier Automata experience. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, but I will. Okay, right? Um, I will do that because it's interesting that it's like there's there's way more that I'm missing, right? Um, because I like it when games have replayability. There are certain games that it's just like I can't play this again. I mean, I probably could, but I don't. You know, like Jack and Dexter, right? Like for instance, I love this game. I 100%ed it in my playthrough. Do I have a desire to go back and play this game after I beat it? A little bit. It's a good game, okay, but like it's gonna be a very long while until I pick up Jack and Dexter, and I think it's because I did 100% it right. Um, so it's like yeah, but with games like Nier Automata, it's like I can get so much replay. Like I said, there are 26 endings to this game, so the endings are limitless, right? With just how many times I can play it. Um, yeah, so it's good. I really I will update you guys the more I play it. If I get the second ending, I'll be like, okay, guys, second ending down, or maybe I'll wait a while and be like, okay, guys, I actually got all of the main story endings. This game was crazy, right? Expect that to happen. Um, but yeah, so far my thoughts about Nier Automata, it's okay. Um, I would give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10 in that range, just because it's like I wasn't my hair wasn't blown back yet, which is kind of what I've been expecting from this game so far. But like I said, with these multiple playthroughs that I will be doing, I think that will certainly be an aspect that, or at least I hope it will, that will come into fruition. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts after beating it. Um, And yeah, I got some exciting stuff happening maybe like next week ish, or maybe soon. Something that exciting that happened today is I finally got my credit card in the mail. I signed up for a credit card like a year ago, and it just never showed up. It was like a Discover card, just never showed up, and I just was like, okay, well, whatever. And I recently called them like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, hey, I never got that. And they were like, oh, it's been a year. And I was like, yeah, I just forgot to call you guys. So yeah, but it came in the mail today, so that's cool. I can start building my credit. Um, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.